Once upon a time, there was an island called Sodor. The island of Sodor had so many railways. One of their railways was known as the Northwestern. The oldest engine on the railway was Edward. He lived in a shed with 4 other engines. And I'm sorry to say that instead of being nice engines, the other engines were very boastful.
The driver won't choose you again, Edward. Yes, he'll want to choose strong engines like us. Or a splendid engine like me. Rubbish! Edward's better than any of you.
No, Thomas, they're right. I'm too old to pull trains now. I feel like I'll never be let out.
Don't worry, Edward. You'll be let out soon. You deserve to pull the first train of the day. In fact, you deserve almost anything in the world. What's wrong, Edward? Why are you sad?
Nothing.
Edward, would you be interested in going out today? Oh, yes, please. All right, Edward, let's get moving. Look at me now! Oh, bother.
See? Edward does deserve anything in the world.
Where's that guard? He shouldn't be too long, Edward. Well, I hope he gets here soon.
There he is, over there. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to take my kids to school.
Oh, that's all right. Edward, is that you? Yes, it's me. Edward, it's great to see you again. I haven't seen you in years. Well, that's because I've been left in the shed for a very long time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Edward. Are you ready to go? Yes. All the passengers are on board, and we are ready to leave. Thank you, Edward.
Let's go, Edward!
Edward worked hard all day. The coaches thought he was very kind and the driver was very pleased.
What's got you in a good mood, Edward? I'm going out again tomorrow. What? Congratulations, Edward. What do you think of that?
But he didn't hear what they thought. Though he was so tired and happy, he fell asleep at once. One of the engines in Edward's shed was called Gordon. He was very big and very proud. Next morning, things were no different. Gordon was still boasting.
Ah, Edward, you're awake, I see.
Yes, that's right, and I'm ready to go out again.
Oh, and Edward, while you're out, be sure to watch me as I rush through the express. I'm sure it will be a splendid sight for you.
Bye, Gordon.
Bye, little Edward. Look out for me this afternoon.
Where are you going, Edward? To do some shouting. What about you, James?
Henry and I are pulling passengers today, but we have to wait for our drivers to come.
And we have to wait for Thomas to fetch our coaches.
You'd better hurry up, Thomas. We don't want to be late.
I can't now. Edward needs to get off the turntable.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, you don't get a goodbye from me.
Me neither. Bye, Edward. Bye, Thomas.
Thomas, now that Edward is off the turntable, would you kindly go to the station and fetch our coaches?
Fine.
Edward liked shunting. It was fun playing with trucks. He would come up quietly and give them a push.
What's happening?
Edward played until there were no more trucks. Then he stopped to rest. Presently, he heard a whistle. It was Gordon. Gordon was very cross. Instead of nice shiny coaches, He was pulling a lot of very dirty trucks.
A goods train! A goods train! A goods train! The shame of it! The shame of it! Oh, the shame of it!
Gordon started to climb the big hill on the main line. The trucks started to pin down their brakes.
Oh, no, you don't! Almost there, almost there, almost there! Oh, no!
Eventually, Gordon was stuck and he couldn't get any further up the hill.
Edward! Oh, hello, Thomas. Edward, the station master and Knapford told me to come and find you. He has something very important to tell you, but he didn't say what it was yet. Well, let's go find out. Ah, Edward, there you are. So, what is it that you wanted to tell me? Oh, yes, Gordon can't get up the hill, and he needs an engine to help him. So, can you give him a push, please? Oh, I don't know. Edward, I know you can do it. I'll shovel plenty of coal in your firebox to make sure you have enough steam. Yes, I can do it. I can do it! I know you can, Edward! Let's go! You can do it, Edward! Come on, Gordon! You're not even trying! I can't do it. The noisy trucks hold an engine back so. Now if they were coaches, now that would be different. Hello, Gordon. I've come to push. Ha! No use at all, Edward. You're not strong enough. We'll see. I'm ready. This is ridiculous. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. Edward pushed and puffed and puffed and pushed as hard as ever he could. And almost before he realized it, Gordon found himself at the top of the hill. I've done it! I've done it! I've done it! He forgot all about Edward and didn't wait to say thank you. Edward was left out of breath and far behind. He stopped at the next station and there he found the driver and fireman were very pleased with him. The fireman gave him a nice long drink, and the driver had great news for Edward. Edward, you've done so well, I have a surprise for you. Really? What is it? I'm going to get out my paint tomorrow and give you a nice fresh coat of paint of blue with red stripes. Then you'll be the smartest engine in the shed.